to the powers conferred on the administrator by President Bola Tinubu. The 43rd matriculation ceremony of the River State University in Bolu, Oroworo, Port Harcourt holds on Friday, 28th March 2025 at 9 o'clock in the morning. A statement by the Registrar of the University, Mrs. Ibimonia B.S. Hari, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaac Zeb Obibi, the management, Senate, staff and students invite fresh students of the 2024-2025 academic session. The statement adds that the ceremony will hold at the Convocation Arena of the university. The principal, Nimbus Mega School, Igurita, Sandra Peter, has reaffirmed the school's commitment to ensuring adequate exposure to various academic disciplines to decide a better future for them. She stated this during an excursion tour organized by the school to the River State Television at Ilelewo. Emmanuel Emeyono has the rest of the report.
Child education is crucial for individuals and societal progress as it provides the foundation for lifelong learning, fostering cognitive and social development, and enabling children to reach their full potentials to contribute to a more prosperous and equitable future. Speaking to newsmen, Sandra Peter expressed satisfaction with the River State Television for its programming and news reportage, as well as promoting the African culture and showcasing it to the world. According to her, the visit became necessary to give the students the opportunity to expand their intellectual capability to compete with their counterparts anywhere in the world. She said the students were in the studios of the River State Television to see things themselves and acquire more knowledge, which is part of the school's extracurricular activities that will expose them to ways of overcoming challenges.
Most of the children in the school wants to be a newscaster or an editor or the rest, but I choose Rstv because I want them to come and know how news is being processed, where news is gotten from, the sources of news, and the way news is being edited and presented, so they will know what they are watching in the house. It's not all about, okay, I come to the front of the TV, I just want to say this, where they get the news, the source. So that's why I came to Rstv, for them to know the things and the areas and the departments inside Rstv.
Students were conducted around various departments, including the engineering, newsroom, studio, and control room by Sopriye Jaja, and they shared their experiences.
I'm so glad that my school brought me here. I am appreciating them for doing that because it had made me learn a lot of things that I haven't seen on television.
I saw the mass, I visited the studio, and I visited the newsroom. I've learned so much and I'm very happy that my school brought us to this place.
Emmanuel Emeyono, Rstv News.
President Tinubu has approved the nomination of 4 new members to the Governing Council of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDBM. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, on Thursday said the appointment aims to fill existing vacancies and strengthen the board's capacity. The statement said approved nominees are Olusegun Omosheyin of the National Insurance Commission and Wole Ogunsanya of the Petroleum Technology Association of Nigeria. President Tinubu also endorsed the nomination of Sam Onyechi, who represents the Nigerian Content Consultative Forum, and Owei Onyambo from the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. The President encouraged the new members to leverage the expertise and dedication to enhance local content development within Nigeria's oil and gas industry. The NCDBM Governing Council, established under Section 69 of the Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Content Development Act 2010, comprises representatives from key institutions. Away from that, state governments have voiced strong opposition to a bill in the House of Representatives seeking to remove the constitutional immunity shielding governors, deputy governors, and vice presidents from prosecution for crimes. The bill, which has passed its second reading, aims to amend Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, retaining immunity for the President while stripping it from Chief of chief top executive officers. The House, presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, passed a bill through a second reading at plenary, paved the way for its transmission to the House Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative matters. The proponents of the bill included its sponsor, Honorable Solomon Ball, argued that removing immunity would strengthen the fight against corruption and enhance accountability. However, state officials and legal experts warned that such a move could lead to politically motivated lawsuits, distractions from governance, and instability in the state administrations. The immunity clause enshrined in Section 308 of the Nigerian Constitution protects the president, governors, and their deputies from legal proceedings while in office. The proposed amendment seeks to retain immunity only for the president, while allowing vice presidents, governors, and deputy governors to face prosecution for alleged misconduct while still in office. House of Representatives has passed for a second reading a bill seeking to recognize 37 local development area councils of Lagos State as full-fledged local government areas. If this proposal scales the legislative hurdles, Lagos State, which currently has 20 local government areas, will now have 57, pushing the total number of local government areas in the country from 774 to 811. The 37 Lagos LCDAs were created by President Bola Tinubu when he was the Lagos State Governor between 1999 and 2007. The creation of the LCDAs brought Tinubu into a confrontation with the then President Olusegun Obasanjo, who then seized Lagos State's federal allocation. The bill seeking the conversion of the 37 LCDAs to full-fledged local government areas was jointly sponsored by the member representing Ikeja Federal Constituency, Lagos State, Omlabiodun Faleke, and 21 other lawmakers. As provided in the explanatory memorandum, the bill seeks to convert the 37 development area councils of Lagos State to operate as full-fledged local government areas captured in the Constitution of Nigeria 1999. Moving on, the federal government has declared Monday, March 31 and Tuesday, April 1st, 2025 as public holidays to mark the Eid al-Fitr festival after the completion of the Ramadan fast. The announcement was made by the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubomi Tunji Ojo, who extended heartfelt congratulations to the Muslim Ummah on the successful completion of the Ramadan fast. The statement signed by the ministry's permanent secretary, Dr. Magdalene Ajani, conveyed the minister's warm wishes and urged all Muslims to embrace the virtues cultivated during Ramadan: self-discipline, compassion, generosity, and peace. Dr. Tunji Ojo emphasized the significance of love, forgiveness, and solidarity as key elements in fostering a harmonious society. The minister further encouraged Nigerians to use the festive period for prayer, focusing on the peace, stability, and prosperity of this nation. Tunji Ojo also called on citizens to celebrate safely and responsibly while remembering the less privileged through acts of kindness and charity keeping in line with the true spirit of Ramadan and Eid. This is Rstv News at 3. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. And in part 2, after the break, Sudan Sovereign Council declares Khartoum free after expelling RSF. In sports, Flying Eagles in limbo as Ivory Coast pulls out of hosting Under-20 AFCON. And on the entertainment scene, Kunle Remy, wife, welcome first child despite medical challenges. These and more on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has confirmed it has received 91 applications for the registration of new political parties as momentum builds ahead of the 2027 elections. The announcement was made amid accusations from opposition groups who alleged that INEC was intentionally obstructing the registration of new political parties in preparation for the 2027 general elections. INEC's Election and Parties Monitoring Department, through the Director of Voter Education and Publicity, Victoria Eta Messi, said no publication applications had been rejected. And now on the foreign scene, Zimbabwe's President Emerson Mnangagwa has appointed the country's Army Chief of Sports as Sports Minister. A statement from the presidency said Anselm Sanyatwe had been retired and reassigned to head the sports docket. The sports vacancy became available this month after Kirsty Coventry was elected president of the International Olympic Committee. Sudan's Sovereign Council has declared Khartoum free after expelling the Rapid Support Forces RSF from the capital. The Sudanese army has in recent weeks extended its military operations, successfully recapturing the presidential palace and retaking the airport in Khartoum from the RSF. According to the multiple reports from Khartoum residents, the RSF fighters were replaced by the army across the city center, marking a major milestone for the National Army in the fight that has split the country since it began 2 years ago. On the entertainment scene, Afrobeat singer Scales has opened up on his relationship with some artists he previously assisted to become stars in the music industry. He lamented that many of those he helped in the past have now betrayed him. Divine Akpan has more on this and other entertainment stories. Divine.
The Sheikh Body hitmaker noted that despite their betrayals, God has remained faithful to him. He emphasized the importance of praying and trusting God in every situation, saying that it was the best advice his late mother gave to him. Actor Kunle Remi and wife Tiwi have announced the arrival of their first child, a baby girl named Emi Oluwa, birth of God. The couple's journey to parenthood was marked by challenges, including a difficult medical discovery and prolonged bed rest. In an Instagram message, Kunle shared the emotional ups and downs of their pregnancy journey, which included 80 days of visits to NICU. Kunle expressed gratitude for the experience, stating that it served as a testament of God's faithfulness. The race between two Fuji music stars, Wasu Alabi Pasuma and his former protege, Alhaji Taye Akande Adebisi, popularly known as Taye Currency, has been settled. The duo met in Mecca at the ongoing Umrah 2025. In the now viral video, the Fuji music stars were seen sitting closely engaging in a discussion as supporters of the musicians confirmed the settlement of rift. In October 2024, Taye Currency disapproved of fans referring to Pasuma as his father in the music industry. The Ibadan-born singer stated that Pasuma is more like an elder brother to him and emphasized that he can't father him. Taye Currency's remark ignited a flurry of online discussion, with Pasuma fans criticizing him for the comments. In response to the backlash, Taye Currency in a viral video said his words were misinterpreted and expressed regret for any offense caused by his remarks. He apologized to Pasuma and anyone hurt by his statements regarding the 56-year-old artist and acknowledged the recognition hitmaker as his superior, emphasizing that he never insulted him. He affirmed respect for Pasuma and commitment to him. Divine Akpan, Rstv Entertainment News.
On sports news, Nigeria's Flying Eagles have been thrown into uncertainty after the shocking withdrawal by Ivory Coast as hosts of the 2025 Under-20 African Cup of Nations just 30 days before the tournament scheduled kick-off. The decision, announced by the Ivorian Football Federation, has sent shockwaves through African football, leaving the Confederation of African Football scrambling to find an alternative venue for the continental showpiece. Ivory Coast, which was only confirmed as host in December 2024, had secured its place in the tournament after initially failing to qualify. The nation had begun preparations under newly appointed head coach Johannes Zadok, but those plans have now collapsed following a government directive. With the Ivorian national team automatically disqualified, the country could also face heavy sanctions from CAF, including potential exclusion from the next two Under-20 AFCON tournaments. The abrupt withdrawal has left CAF in a race against time to secure a replacement host or risk positioning the tournament. Reports say one potential solution could be Morocco, which is already set to host the Under-17 AFCON starting this Sunday, March 30, and that with the necessary infrastructure in place and the Moroccan Under-20 team already qualified, the North African nation could once again step in as African football crisis manager. The 7-time African champions were scheduled to open the campaign against Egypt's young pharaohs on April 30 at the Amadou Gon Coulibaly Stadium in Kohogo. Ivory Coast, having won the Under-20 AFCON a record 7th time and finishing as runners-up in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup twice, Nigeria will be hoping CAF resolves the hosting crisis swiftly to allow the competition to proceed as planned. And that's it on the news, but just before we go, do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. That's it on the news. I am Solomon Nelson Braid. Good afternoon.
Thank you.